I know, Sean, talking to Coach Max, one thing he'd like to see out of Lily is a better start. She hasn't started really fast, but that first shot was a good indicator for her. And you can see her get excited right away. That was something Massimo Constantini, the Olympic coach, he's kind of trying to get her to do a better job of mentally kind of getting her into the match from the first point instead of waiting until the latter end of the first game.
And there we see Wong Chen's very difficult and tricky high toss serve. The ball's jumping left and right. She's changing the spin. She's changing the placement. Lily has had some difficulty in the past. So what we saw there, the umpire warned Wong, when she tosses the ball, it must go up spin free. It can't be rotating out of her hand. Lily had a chance on that one. Off the first set of serves, we're still tied at 2 apiece. This is the best of 7. Lily Zhang got to the semis beating Crystal Wong, and Wong Chen got to the semis beating Diane Chen. Lily really having a lot of difficulty, Corey, here with the deep serve.
And that's not the illegal serve, Sean. That's just poor footwork. Lily's got to be better on her feet. She's butchered 2 of those long serves now. And if she doesn't fix the serve return issues real quick, this match is going to be over real fast.
In all the earlier matches, we've seen Lily really be able to dictate the first 2 or 3 shots after her serve. Wong Chen seems to have an answer to slow that down. Lily showing a little bit of frustration there. In this game that you had mentioned, Corey, that Coach Massimo Constantini wanted Lily to jump out quickly after that initial 2-0, has now dropped 9 points in a row. So this is an example where the umpire has faulted Wong Chen on her serve and for tossing the ball up, and the umpire says he can see the label, there's too much spin. Of course, there's going to be maybe a revolution or 2, but he's saying that she's actually getting an unfair advantage by the amount of rotation that's coming off of her hand. Now the umpire is noticing
this umpire's on his A game tonight, Sean.
He's noticing the camera directly across from him with the flash ready to go off. And Lily really having some timing and momentum.
She's having a lot of trouble when Wong Chen's giving her that dead ball with nothing on it, and she keeps lifting it out. And there's two advantages you get to spinning the ball out of your hand on the high toss serve, Sean. One is that you already have energy to work with, and two is that it's easier to control the toss. You can see when she did her high toss after that, she had to kind of almost run after the toss.
And Wong Chen takes game number 1 after starting down 0-2, went on a massive run. And now 11-4, game 1 to the 2008 Olympian, going against the 2012-2016 headed for Rio. So both these players tried out for this summer's game. Lily earned a spot. Wong Chen came up 2 matches short. However, she's here in Vegas, still going after another women's singles title.
Here's a test to Lily's mental game, Sean. She needs to forget about that game. That game was pretty miserable. And you just need to put that in the rearview mirror and kind of look out the front windshield and say, okay, new game, new start, and kind of focus on the current point, not what already happened. And sometimes that's easier to say sitting in a booth than it is when you're out on the table.
Both these women have won the women's singles twice prior to this year. And Corey, Wong Chen's overall table control, especially on the backhand side, really looks to be giving Lily an angle or a shot that she hasn't seen from any other U.S. women.
Now, Sean, Lily's used to having energy to work with when they play the close to the table stuff, and Wong Chen is just kind of blocking with the short pips, that dead kind of nothing ball. And so you can't cover it and you can't lift up. You've got to be able to kind of go through it, and she's not able to do that so far.
That ball goes long, and Wong Chen will take over the serve at 2 points apiece. Again, that very off-timing backhand shot, as you said, Corey. Lily unable to do anything with it.
Crowd finally kind of starting to come alive a little bit. Sometimes you don't get real loud cheering at nationals because it's U.S. versus U.S.
Are a number of ICC team members in the crowd here. And that's a nice loop off the bounce by Lily and a forehand-to-forehand exchange. Nice recovery off that net ball by Lily.
Nice job just surviving a little bit, not trying to do too much, just kind of letting the point come to her a little bit and being patient, not being able to play shots 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, beautiful inside out over the table loop by Wong Chen. Corey, we have seen Wong Chen have some difficulties both with Crystal Wong and also even in this tournament with Rachel Sung when the players do get into that fast backhand to backhand off the bounce, but it seems it's more when they get out to the forehand side than just go straight into the pips of Wong Chen's backhand. Lily with a nice backhand opening loop, moving the ball around. What a tremendous shot by both players. Clearly the best shot in the match, possibly of the women's singles event so far. Just counterattacking off the bounce. Wong Chen able to get her forehand and backhand combo in. Lily Zhang still with the lead, up 7-5, but trailing 1-0 here in this best-of-7 match. Lily beginning to find the timing on her backhand off the bounce.
Look for Wong Chen to slow that down a little bit. That's what I think she's going to do.
Now Lily with the serve, 2 points away from evening up this match at 1 game apiece. Now Lily, game point. Wong Chen to serve. So we are even up 1 game apiece right now. This women's singles semifinal.
Body language, Sean. Lily Zhang, 180 degrees. She turned that around. I like that she's kind of cheering and bringing some energy to the match. She really kind of needed that. One thing I think that helps is I think it kind of helps their focus a little bit. Sometimes you can kind of be lulled a little bit when you keep getting that nothing ball and you're not really in a great rhythm. It helps your focus a little bit as long as you're able to manage it and kind of keep it under control.
And it seems that Wong Chen wanting to slow things down when Lily can be a little bit more energetic. She's speeding up the tempo, getting her to play her combinations, which throughout this tournament have just been really solid. So get a chance to watch Lily's body language to get a tempo and a sense of what's going on, even without seeing the score.
That game was huge for Lily. If you go down 0-2, it can be pretty brutal, especially against a player who can kind of lock down mode like Wong Chen, but Lily evened it up at 1, and I hope she can maintain that kind of mental intensity throughout the rest of the match.
And I wonder, Corey, with the umpire mentioning to Wong Chen about
it doesn't matter, she's still doing it.
No, I'm thinking if it's going to slow her down and make her think twice, because he's already faulted her. It's not like she's going to get a free warning at this point. Oh, there's a very crisp backhand there by Wong Chen. No hesitation. Wong Chen very comfortable opening up with her forehand, moving the ball around. has broken Lily, taking both points on her serve. It looks like, Corey, if when Lily blocks that first ball, if she can move it a little bit, it really takes Wong Chen's fifth ball attack out of the play. Whereas if she just puts it on the table, Wong Chen does a lot of solid targeting with that third attack.
Great ball right down Broadway, Sean. She got the high one, and that's the sign of a professional player when they get the kill to hit the middle.
Wong Chen unable to even take a backswing on that ball. A little early on that forehand counterattack. We're tied up at 3 points apiece here in game 3. That will be the second serve. Momentum has definitely shifted to the Rio Olympian. Lily's getting her opening attacks in. It looks like Wong Chen's just forcing the ball a little bit. Playing off of Lily's tempo, not really able to slow it down.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like she's trying to match Lily's kind of speed, which is a huge mistake. And from that fault serve, Sean, she's racked off 4 points in a row.
She's staying with the low toss right now. Lily able to just get that left foot out for one more shot, putting pressure on, and now is rewarded with a 6-point lead, leading 9-3 with the serve. What a turnaround we've seen this match, Corey. Now Wong Chen going to the backhand serve.
If it gets any closer, we might see a timeout.
And Lily Zhang takes game number 3, 11-6.
Quite the turnaround, Sean, in games 2 and 3. From scoring 4 points in the first game to winning the next two pretty handily, outscoring her 22-12, kind of a 2-to-1 ratio since that first game. And I think a big part of it is her mental intensity. And in fact, I think that's probably 90% of it. She seemed kind of, even when she was up the first 2 points, you saw her get up a little bit, but then when she kind of got herself in a funk in that latter part of that first game, she wasn't able to get herself out of it until the second game. But either way, she got out of it, and that's why she has a 2-game-to-1 lead now.
It looked like at the end, or at least the middle of game 3, when Wong Chen was trying to match Lily speed for speed, that's when we saw a lot more unforced errors out of the more experienced player. Wong Chen, of course, played for China before moving to the United States and becoming a citizen. Played on the national team, member of the Chinese women's world champion team. Now with the serve, staying with the low toss. And if Lily can get into those exchanges where she can get that first loop back nice and low, eventually it'll make its way over to her backhand where she really can jump on that ball. Wow. Strong start for Lily here in game 4.
If I was coaching Wong Chen right now, I'd probably call timeout before this game gets out of hand. You get on 3-1, you're in a whole mess of trouble. Wong Chen seemed to be having some success with the backhand serve. If I was her, I would stick with it, but she hasn't went to it all game. I think she's going to try her luck and see if the umpire's going to keep faulting her.
Right.
When you see a ball bounce like that,
straddle the line a little bit.
Yeah, not maybe straddling, sure, but I mean, when you see a ball bounce like that, I would go to the backhand serve right now if I were her.
The body language on Wong Chen just kind of pacing around.
It seems like she kind of has one game plan when she plays Lily, and that's changed the pace, but that's not bothering Lily anymore, and she doesn't really have a second kind of answer right now.
No plan B. It looks like Lily feels much more comfortable letting Wong Chen come to her and playing off of that first ball, trying to get those counterattacks. That was a nice series of blocks by Lily, staying up at the table. Wong Chen takes the point to get back to within 3 points. That was a big point for Wong Chen.
You don't see Wong Chen miss that forehand often, but when you make good quality blocks or you get one more ball on the table, good things can happen to you, and that's kind of what Lily Zhang did there. 7-3 in the serve. that's what I played Wong Chen a couple weeks ago, Sean, and I gave her a heavy dose of that. There's just not much she can do with a long serve. That way, she's got such a good short game. You don't have to deal with all that stuff. She can't do much with the backhand pips opening.
Oh, beautiful combo by Lily to go up by 6 and to really get into the driver's seat here. Wow, 9-3 after dropping that first game.
Yeah, it has been a one-way train since game 1.
That is a very crisp backhand kill. Not necessarily a kill, but a quick hit off the bounce. That's what we saw in game 1. And now 5 game points for Lily Zhang, seeking to get her first victory over New York's Wong Chen. This is a best of 7. Wong Chen serving. That ball catches the edge. Lily still with 3 game points. And a service error. And what a momentum shift here.
Kind of shocked for Wong Chen not to kind of find another problem to present to Lily after the change of pace stopped working. Such a smart player. Maybe she doesn't feel all that confident in anything else, I'm not sure. But Lily, give all the credit to Lily. She solved the problem and she is imposing her game on Wong Chen. And I think that's the problem Wong Chen's having right now is, Brad Gilbert likes to say, a little TMG, too much game right now. Lily kind of firing on all cylinders. She's got the misdirection forehand working. She's opening with good spin to good locations, and Wong Chen just kind of having all sorts of fits and not really getting a chance to impose her game on Lily.
It just seems with Wong Chen, it's that much more difficult for her to dig deep right now. She's kind of here for the fun of the game or the love of the game after missing the Olympic tryouts, and now she's getting her service faulted early in this match. It's almost like, do I stay with it and take a chance? Do I go short high toss, which Lily seems to be handling much, much better? We'll have to see. 3-1. Lily Zhang in the driver's seat here, fighting for a spot for the final table Friday night at the Brooklyn Bowl, which will be broadcast live on One World Sport. Lily knows that if she can jump out to a nice lead here, that it'll just be nails in the coffin. And Wong Chen evens it up off of her serve. Both players holding. Lily doing a nice job playing the ball both wide to the backhand and into the center of the table. Looking much more comfortable up at the table.
It's probably the flip you don't want to play. A little bit too much to the forehand side. You want to try to get that ball a little more into the middle.
Oh, beautiful play by Wong Chen, moving the ball both into Lily's wide backhand and then right back to the center of the table.
Nice misdirection.
Excellent play by Lily Zhang with a forehand loop down the line.
Lily doing a great job to stay kind of within striking range. She's really battling. Whoops. Wong Chen clearly brought a little more game to this game. She's playing a lot better. Kind of getting Lily out to that wide backhand, and it's giving her some trouble.
What a return by Lily Zhang. After returning 3-4 balls on her backhand, comes up with the big forehand counterattack from the backcourt. Surprised that Wong Chen wasn't able to put that ball away, but Lily stayed with it and was rewarded. We are tied at 6 apiece. Now in game 5. Again, Lily getting just that slight edge in that backhand-to-backhand exchange. Wong Chen unable to neutralize the quick off-the-bounce backhand topspins. Tied 7 apiece. And again, Lily showing the strength of her forehand, inching ever closer to the women's finals. What a nice combination there by Lily. Again, moving the ball so accurately, both center and out, and finally getting that forehand to land. She's now 2 points away from the women's singles final. And now we are at match point. Wong Chen to serve.
I think if I was Wong Chen, I would go to the spin out of the hand serve, Sean, and see if the umpire has the guts to call it on match point.
And Max Constantini calls a timeout, wanting to give his player some very clear instructions on what to do on these match points that are presented.
And I think right now the instructions are make the receive first, make it good second, get into the rally somehow, because when Lily's into the rally, she has the upper hand clearly. It's when she enters the point at a really big disadvantage or she misses the serve return outright is kind of when Wong Chen is scoring right now. So you don't even have to drop shot the serve as long as you can make it nice and low, make Wong Chen hit up, get yourself into the rally, and then from there you can try to move Wong Chen around a little bit. That's how Lily's been scoring. I think Max called a timeout just to kind of remind Lily of how she's been winning the points and make sure she's focused for the next point.
Wong Chen able to withstand
Overeager.
a big forehand smash that goes long. That's one match point saved.
Yep.
And there it is. The umpire has called a fault
Correctly
on a
so.
spinning of the high toss serve. Wong Chen acknowledges by shaking Lily Zhang's hand and shaking the umpire's hand. So Lily Zhang will advance to the women's singles final. So we will have an Olympian as our women's singles champion, as we will actually,
Well, not for sure.
Not for sure. I'm getting ahead of myself. In the next women's singles semifinal, we'll have Angela Guan against Jiaqi Zhang. But what an interesting way you picked it going into the last two. Wong Chen went for this high toss serve that the umpire had found issues with.
And people hate the umpire for it, but it's the right call. When you dare the umpire like that, you better live with the consequences. And she spun it out of her hand, got called for it. I would maybe try the same thing. If if I know it's my best serve, I dare the umpire. Really gutsy call. I agree with it. She clearly did it, and she got called for it. And the umpire warned her first earlier in the match, and then took the point twice. So don't be shocked when they call it a 10-9. Usually the umpires, that's when they kind of shy away and let you get away with stuff. But that's the time when you're the player receiving the illegal serve.